Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Iosephine Sere Gratia, and today I will present you a presentation about one of legal Indonesian law named death penalty. Well, without any further ado, let's jump into the presentation. Capital punishment, also called death penalty, is execution of an offender sentenced to death after conviction by a court of law of a criminal offense. Capital punishment should be distinguished from extrajudicial executions carried out without due process of law. The term death penalty is sometimes used interchangeable with capital punishment, though imposition of the penalty is not always followed by execution, even when it is upheld on appeal, because of the possibility of commutation to life imprisonment. Next, I will tell you about the pro side, which is the people who support the death penalty. The first pros is it deters criminals from committing serious crimes. Common sense tells us that the most frightening thing for a human being is to lose their life. Therefore, the death penalty is the best deterrent when it comes to discouraging people from carrying out the worst crimes. People will be afraid of making mistakes that break the law. The second pros, it is quick, painless, and human. The method of execution have gradually become more human over the years, so that the argument of the death penalty is cruel and unusual is not valid. Rather than being sentenced to life imprisonment in prison, it would be better if his life was ended immediately, because in the end, he will also die as a prisoner. The pain at the time of the death penalty is also quick and will not hurt the convict. The third pros is without the death penalty, some criminals would continue to commit crimes. It deters prisoners who are already serving life sentences in jail from committing more serious offenses. The people who get the death penalty usually are people who have committed serious crimes and or repeatedly. If the convict is sentenced to death, it will prevent him from committing the crime again. Now, let's move on to the other side, which is the cons side. The first cons is there are strong religious arguments against the death penalty. Life is sacred and God-given. Divine judgment comes in the afterlife. In Indonesia itself, which is a divine country, various religions oppose the practice of the death penalty. From a Christian perspective, the church itself, especially HKBP, is against the death penalty as stated in the RPP or the Church Strategy Law. HKBP, in particular, will not serve a clergy on death row, because for HKBP, it is God who gives life, so God should also take that life, not human. The second cons is it is a cruel and unusual punishment, where basic standards of human dignity are compromised or undermined. For some people, the death penalty is inhuman because it takes the life of a person, even a criminal, by force. The third cons is it is continuous the cycle of violence. Retribution is just another word for revenge. It is essentially just a form of the flawed thinking that two wrongs can make a right. The pro-argument is that killing people is wrong. Therefore, you should kill people for killing, which makes no sense. If the death penalty is still carried out, it is the same as connecting the change of crime, where the convict committed a crime and was punished again with a crime in the form of the death penalty. Next, we'll move on to opinion. According to Sere, in her opinion, the penalty could be used for several cases, and also death penalty can providing the deterrent effect. From what I got from Sarah's interview, Sere gives two perspectives, which is from law and from humanity. On the last sentence, she states that she is on the pro's side. Next, my opinion. In my opinion, the death penalty is fine because it is appropriate for people who are not deterred by the law, because only for most serious crimes such as drugs and terrorism, such people will not be deterred. Last, conclusion. In brief, capital punishment, also called death penalty, is one form of legal punishment in Indonesia. However, the death penalty is still a matter of debate. Some people support the death penalty, but others don't. Proponents argue that the death penalty is appropriate for punishing people with high crime rates. Meanwhile, on the other side, the concept reviews argue that the death penalty is inhuman. Moreover, the government is involved in ratifying the sentence and has the right to determine who will be punished. In my opinion, the government should revise the terms of crime that deserve the death penalty. Okay guys, I think that's it for today's presentation. Sorry for any mistakes. Thank you so much for watching my presentation video. See you again next time. Stay healthy and bye!